Hi, I'm Erica.
I'm Amy.
Welcome to Two Girls Tarot. So before we get into anything, we'll do our disclaimers. We are not lawyers, therapists, doctors, legal advisors, none of that.
Financial advisors.
Yes. No.
None of that applies to us.
So if you are looking for advice in any of those areas, please go to the appropriate people. Right now we are going to...
Not us.
Yeah, not us. Right now
we're not those people.
We're going to light a candle really quick. This is for our protection, for the protection of a friend, and for the protection of the collective. So
protection and justice.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Because we do feel like there's a bit of almost like draining energy coming in, somebody trying to stop you on your path. So that is a download that we've both been getting and feeling. Mm-hmm. Somebody may be trying to retaliate. There may be some volatility around people, like somebody trying to send negative energy towards another person, towards light workers or people with light in particular. And I say light because it's just like people who are of a good or stable nature. These whoever these people are, I think, are a little bit more on the unstable side, or they will be really soon if they're not already there. But one person, there's a few people in particular that are messing with some nasty stuff and sending it towards
our collective.
Yeah, our collective, our friends.
Ourselves. Yeah, our friends. Yeah.
And we're you may be feeling it. You may be feeling draining energy.
Yes.
Pay attention to your dreams, because there is something about past lives. You may, for some of you may have dreams, just from thousands of years ago, and there's something there, there's some sort of message there for you, so just be aware of that. There's something that I think is applicable to what's going on with the collective right now that you need to be aware of. It's almost like the one that I had a sense of, it was ominousness in a way, but also when I went back in time, it was like a sense of peace, because I could see myself being in, I won't go into explicits, but I could see myself walking the streets of a town from thousands of years ago. And I could feel it, and I was familiar with it, but there was almost like a natural disaster that came in. I do know that. So there's some kind of storm coming, and it doesn't have to be an actual storm. It can be metaphysical and or a symbolic one, I should say,
or just a storm of brewing in your life.
Yeah.
I did experience a person who came into my life recently, or tried to. I got a lovely
a return person.
Yes, a return person out of the blue, unexpected. And I don't think I am the only one. Yeah.
No.
So be on the lookout for that. I don't know if the intentions were good or not. I questioned the intentions, and I really upset that person.
I had
every right to.
Yeah.
So
I don't think the intentions are good. Were good.
I don't think so either.
And I think it ties into the
because I really asked my guardians, like, should I pose this question? And I'm like, hell yeah, I should.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I feel too like
it's time for some answers
with energy being drained, or like these people are trying to drain energy from you. Like you may be feeling really, really drained right now. I think it's these people trying to take your energy. They're trying to. They might be a little bit successful, but it's like not. I don't think successful in a long-term way or a detrimental way. I think it's more like your body is transmuting this energy that they are sending. So you are feeling drained because they're trying to take stuff, but it's backfiring.
It's going to counterbalance.
It's backfiring, I think. I think it's already backfiring for a lot of these people. You've also seen geese. There's something about geese, ducks,
and doves, and ducks. Yeah. Especially the white ducks and geese. Yeah.
Yeah.
Odd.
There's something about that. There's something to that. We'll have to actually. Can you look up the meaning of doves? Because I think doves are can be like peace. So maybe that has to do with people coming back in from the past.
Maybe
trying to reconcile.
Used as symbols of peace, freedom, or love.
Okay.
What is the spiritual meaning of a dove? In various spiritual traditions, a dove is a powerful symbol representing peace, new beginnings, and the Holy Spirit. It's often associated with love, hope, and the remembrance of loved ones. The dove's presence is seen as a positive sign, bringing a sense of calm and serenity.
Okay, that's good. Okay. All right. So, let's go into. Let's see if we can pick a message card, maybe. I don't know why, but I'm feeling drawn to these ones. They're a little dark.
Well,
but I
we
think
have been picking up on that.
Yeah.
I absolutely. You and I both picked up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something.
Something's a brewing.
Yeah. And it's like, it's almost like you need to band together with your tribe for protection. So it's all kind of band together.
Yeah.
All right. What does our collective need to know? What does our collective need to know? What do we need to know?
Mm-hmm. What is going on?
Give us a message.
Also, I feel like I'm not the only one where we're having some work situation issues.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there's more people experiencing that.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, for a lot of you, stuff centered around work.
Mm-hmm.
People trying to cause problems for you at work. Volatility at work.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's passive aggressive or straight out in the open, violence, somebody coming towards you. Just FYI, it's out there.
Mm-hmm.
And
and use your discernment.
Be careful.
Don't let them set you off.
No. Mm-hmm. Don't let them set you off, but also be careful because they may, if they can't.
It's all intentional to get you out of your love and light.
And if they can't get you there, they may try and come after you physically. I'm just, for a few of you.
You've been picking up on that for a few months now.
Yeah, I'm like, they may try and come after you physically. And this might be just for a small group of people. Just saying. It's not going to be for everyone. Mm-mm. Okay, this is a collective reading. All right. So we have Jean the Maid, Guardian of Saints. So this is basically Joan of Arc, really. And my gal Lilith. Yeah. So let's read those really quick. Let's see if I can find them in here. Okay, Jean the Maid, a Guardian of Saints. The shepherd of lost souls in Sheol, Jean was a noble and pious hero in life. Martyred for her trouble, she prefers to avoid the politics and machinations of mausolea on the whole, serving instead those who need her help and who cannot help themselves. Oh, the hairs on my arms are raising up on this one. Jean demonstrates the world weariness of those who have given as much as they can, that it can be wise to issue the larger, more cynical conflicts for doing real, tangible good in a local way. A champion does not require a global stage. A Dominion's humility, disillusionment champion. I kind of feel like maybe there's a champion coming in for you. Maybe not physically, but maybe in the spiritual realm. So,
like a warrior?
Almost like a warrior.
An ancestor, maybe?
An ancestor, somebody like that. And then we've got Lilith. Let's see.
Someone that you've known in a past life.
That's
what you keep picking up.
That could be. That could be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to try and find her in here. I know, look. Come on, where's she at? Lilith. Okay. Thief of Life, a creature who has inspired multiple legends across a number of dominions and cultures. She pays no attention to the border or boundary, consuming any lost soul that wanders across her path in her insatiable hunger. Lilith is a principle of bottomless appetite, that which consumes without nourishment or purpose, and is never satiated, or is never sated. Where Lilith appears, examine your desires with an honest eye. Would achieving them truly feed you, or are you following an instinct without understanding what it serves? Oh, I wonder if, okay, so I'm kind of getting two things with this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So with the job aspect, you could be working in some place that is literally consuming your energy, your time without
Toxic.
Yeah, toxic, without much thanks.
Yeah.
So that could be going on for a lot of people. This could also be the energy that somebody is sending to you. Either they want you to have some type of addiction, is kind of what I feel, like where you're not sated by something and you keep doing something over and over, or yeah, that's kind of what that's what I'm getting on that, is like somebody may be sending you a negative energy to make it look like you're just either doing tons of drugs or eating a lot, or maybe not eating enough, or it's like kind of causing
just to cause imbalance.
Yeah, exactly.
In some aspect of your life.
Yeah.
Where you are not as secure in, that's where it will focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
It's trying to open up those addictive personality, that addictive part of you.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. So what should we grab? Okay, Oracle of the Mermaids.
Yeah.
Yep. And we've got Mermaid Tarot too. Do we want to clarify these with Mermaid Tarot?
Yes.
Okay. Because there is something too about La Sirene. She is like now I'm not gonna get this perfect, but I believe she is part of the voodoo tradition.
Haitian.
Either Haitian or the I'm gonna try Louisiana voodoo. I mean, those are the two main ones.
Yeah.
But she is part of voodoo tradition. And recently I saw a story where it was kind of interesting, where this gal and the gal was repeating the story, so it's not hers, it's somebody else's. But basically a woman had walked into the water. They thought she had drowned. She walks back out 3 weeks later, has long hair, is beautiful, and basically she was told by La Sirene that her life was to be dedicated to this deity. She didn't quite follow what the deity wanted, so she fell in love, had kids,
she was not to get married,
yeah,
have a baby.
And
I think she could get married, not have a baby.
Yeah.
Not sing in the shower.
Not cut her hair.
No. Oh yeah, not cut her hair, and not sing by the mirror or something like that in the bathroom.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And this
was odd.
Woman did not follow it. Now, keep in mind too that the way that I kind of look at deities is that they are neither good, neither bad. They are somewhere in between. They serve. It's both a light and they have both a light and a dark.
They have the balance.
They have the balance, and it depends on what side of that balance you're appealing to. So they can be dark, but it's again, it depends on what side you're
dark attributes.
Yeah. So this gal did not follow that and wound up eventually passing away. When she did, her basically the pipes in her house, like every last pipe in her house, burst. Her daughter is hearing singing from the shower drain. So yeah, so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it was a very interesting. It was the first time I had heard about that.
So there could be something to do with this deity. So either somebody is utilizing the negative aspects of this deity for their purpose, or perhaps this deity is your protector in some way. So just keep that in mind.
Like Lilith is yours.
Yeah. Or maybe you need to appeal to this deity for protection. So what do we need to know about the message for our collective? What do we need to know? Come on. And these ones are not easy to shuffle.
No. Oh, there we go.
Reflections. Ooh, this is going to be interesting.
What you contemplate can actualize.
Adrift. Ooh, vulnerability. Yeah, somebody wants to make you vulnerable and put you adrift. Or maybe you need to let go of something.
Yeah.
Or you've been letting go and somebody's not liking that. What do you say? We do 6?
Sure.
Yearning, longing for somebody. Either somebody's longing for you, or past coming back in, or you're longing for somebody. Falling in love. Time out.
Time out.
Shit. Okay, so we have beauty as the overall energy, and let's see if we could kind of go through these really fast, or at least get the gist of them. Let's see. Yeah. And we would just do mermaids sing.
Okay. Try to not.
Yeah.
Okay. Beauty, the sensing of something deeply harmonious and pleasing to the eye, to the soul, and a form of great divinity. Beauty, in some ways, is considered to be an artifice, something that can be approximated and conjured through makeup, hairstyles, behaviors, and other forms of camouflage and cover. But true beauty, deep beauty,
okay,
such as the kind of mermaids know and see, is the kind that emanates out from a soul that knows itself. Beauty is not illusion. If this card has come to you, it is time for you to understand that your own beauty must be acknowledged and tended to, not with the unseeing eyes of a culture that wishes to sell you the fear that your form isn't perfect, and make a culture of neurotics who fear being rejected for their lack of youth and shiny hair. This beauty is deeper. It is to shine, it is to enhance, and it becomes your own true self. It is to be as healthy and as well as you can be at this moment, and it speak not only words that may be true, but words which are also kind and graceful. Nourishing to the souls of others, supportive of their potential and their own beauty. Beauty cannot be separated from appearance, but in the way in which you regard yourself with immediate impact upon those who regard you. If you do not regard yourself with eyes that can see your own beauty, that beauty may well go unseen by so many others. Even our young and undeniably beauteous ones are often unable to see their own form as lovely. Always we teach them to find fault and then spend their energy fixing themselves. The tools that the mermaids use and have been gifted with are also their gifts to you. Our comb represents the precious and sacred nature of caring for your physical selves, an acknowledgement that your bodies deserve time and reverence. There is a ritualistic element to all beauty routines that can be lifted out of the mundane and commercial world and into the sacred, making your bodies an honored temple which you love and respect and demonstrate gratitude for.
Nice.
By honoring your body, and you honor your most deeply your soul and the spark of life itself.
Yes.
That's a great card.
I like that.
I like it. Internal beauty.
Yes. Let's see. Reflections. What you contemplate can actualize. It is time to observe what is around and about you, to truly gaze upon what can be seen and to think on it for a time. It does not mean to worry or fret over it, to turn it this way and that in a quiet frenzy, trying to find the right thing to do. But it does mean contemplation, a time for gathering all the threads of the half-formed thoughts and following some through to their end, and reaching a better understanding of what it is that you're currently looking at. There has been a tendency to react, and while this has created action and movement and waves, there has not been deep understanding, the understanding that brings you deeper peace. We, the mermaids, are asking for you to reflect, to become still, and to truly see what it is that is before you. Reflection also means to have greater understanding of yourself. There is no outer contemplation that does not have its echo within. For now, look at what is there, and feel the strength of your contemplative times. There's enough time in the world, and you are not lazy for contemplating, thinking, and feeling deeply. It is wise to be balanced when reflecting upon big questions in your life. The process will bring up many emotions, so it is wise to make your purpose one of greater understanding, deeper peace, action that comes from your true values. Far too much of recent action has been reaction, a surge of movement against something. While this has felt just and right, it has not created results you wish for. Now it is time to reflect, and in the reflective time, you will be shown the next action to take. Be still, sit for a while, gaze at a flower, the sunset, the light on the ocean. Feel the deep peace and the knowing of what will come soon after this. Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Adrift is letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time.
Do you want to read that
Sure.
one? Okay.
What is it to be without direction, without self-determination, without a sense of empowerment? It is always disempowering. So this card invites you to contemplate the many aspects of letting go. And as so many of you humans say, so many times it has become a cliche, going with the flow. Sometimes for all our strength and purpose, we mermaids just let go for a time, especially if there have been great turmoil and we are weak. So the Adrift card suggests that there is a sense of making no effort at all at the moment, that you may be safe and able to float, but it is up to the tides and the cycles and the waves and the wind to determine your destination. And it also suggests that there's a lack of urgency for you at the moment, that you are willing to be totally compliant and to see what happens next. The choice is yours. You can always paddle, you can choose to lie down, turn your face to the clouds, and drink the waters from the sky when you choose to come, to allow your fate to be decided for you. And sometimes that is right and good, and sometimes it's humbling, and it can create wisdom. That wisdom comes from the observation and stillness and the sense of sacrificing yourself to a power greater than yourself. There is no longer an anchor, there is no sail, there is no oars, and there is no map. There is only the floating world of which you are part.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That kind of reminded me of Dead Lady Lake this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I should go into that a bit.
Yes.
So I took the kids and we went on a little mini vacation to go see some family up north, and we went to this lake and we were all like paddleboarding and, floating on our floaties, and little did we know we were like going right past a dead body that was stuck in the tules, and she had just been alive previous, like 30 minutes before that. The kids saw her on a paddleboard, and she had 2 teenagers with her kids, and for some reason she died. They found her face down in the lake, and yeah, it was shocking to say the least. And once we found out about it, we all decided maybe we don't hang out at Dead Lady Lake anymore.
Yeah, no.
And then we were leaving, and we were kind of in the cove around, like we couldn't see the parties, but there was a lot of like graduation parties and birthday parties going on there, right? Well, the party that she must have been with, they were still all there partying up. We were the only people to leave that felt like, oh my gosh, like we don't feel like this isn't a place that we want to be anymore, right? Because it was just shocking to us, it was hard to wrap our heads around that one. Like, it didn't make sense. Like, how did this happen? So that adrift, maybe letting go and letting the higher forces help you is a good thing.
Yeah. There's
but I'm just saying, like, there is some weird things happening right now. So be careful. Use your discernment. Go with your instincts. Listen to your intuition.
I think too, like I'm tying it back to the story of Lost Sirene with that gal going into the water and being gone for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks. And she does recall some stuff from being under the water. Okay? And a lot of it is creepy. But
this was the ocean. That was the ocean she was in.
Yeah.
This was a lake body of water, right? Then it was actually a reservoir.
Well, even then, water. It's all tied to water.
True.
And
I know, we're just like, how did that happen? Like, did she fall and slip on a rock? Like,
makes you wonder.
Yeah. Was she on drugs? Did she have a seizure and fall into the water? We don't know.
Oh,
it's crazy. Yeah, it was just shocking. It doesn't happen all the time.
No.
So it was a wake-up call for my kids too. Like, what is happening?
Right?
Yeah.
So we have vulnerability, open your heart, allow yourself to be tender. This is the quandary of the modern human. As far as we can see it, there is an enormous desire to avoid pain, to avoid anything that leads to emotional distress. And yet, the very thing that allows such a thing to happen is one of your greatest powers. Your vulnerability is beautiful, and we are drawn to it. And yet, so often you feel foolish and embarrassed for feeling vulnerable, and you do your best to hide your tenderness. You feel as though you will be abused simply because you are open and willing to trust and able to love and be kind. But how attractive and appealing are these most lovely human qualities? Somebody's definitely attracted to somebody, for sure.
And they want you to open up.
I'm going to read the next one because that was pretty short, so I'll go ahead and do that. Yearning, longing for someone, undesired separation, pining. So often we too have yearned for so many people, places, things, experiences that are not ours. To be a mermaid is to dive in, to immerse, to swim deeply, and to not understand what it is to be so indifferent to life. So yes, as with the Little Mermaid of your stories, there have been foolish things done, exchanges made, and pain endured when we have fallen in love with a life or a place that we cannot truly experience in our current form. To be mermaid is to feel without the judgment and logic you so often apply. We are of water, born, and we are of water born, and in water, in the psyche, in emotions, and in love with feeling every aspect of our potential. And sometimes this has brought us pain. And sometimes we know that this pining and longing can kill us. And you too. Which is why we come to you now. We know that you too are feeling this pain, this yearning that is a kind of stretching of the soul till it feels like it might break free from you and go in search of what you desire. But we are here to tell you that the feeling you are experiencing will pass, that you can expect a breakthrough, where your capacity to feel and to love and to heal and to adore is growing stronger and stronger. And as you feel this, it is possible that you may wonder about your connection to reality and what you call sanity. Yearning is deep, painful, and is what takes place when two souls who are deeply merged in their energy and their fates and their destinies are separated, and do not know when they will be together again. It is natural. Creatures of the sea and of the forest do this, and so do you. The pain will pass, and if it is destiny that your yearning will bring you close again, it will be so. We know this feeling. We comfort you, know its beauty, or know it not at all. Oh, okay. So, either you're yearning for something, or somebody's yearning for you, and either they or you are about to become very vulnerable.
To a situation, like to a relationship?
Either to a relationship or, I mean, you could look at it in the aspect of a career too, or like a passion or something like that. Like, it doesn't have to be a person necessarily.
True.
So it could be like something that you've always wanted to do, and you feel that yearning so deeply that you finally invest in going to do it.
It's very difficult to find these cards in here.
Right?
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
The mermaid sing, falling in love, kissing the divine in another, in yourself. Okay.
Oh.
There may be no closer moment of connection, of utter merging with the divine, than the experience we have called falling in love. It is so important we do this. We allow ourselves to be overwhelmed, and we surrender to bliss, but also to the possibility of pain, of betrayal, of disappointment, and of disillusionment. Therefore, we mermaids urge you to fall in love, but to allow yourself to be real, honest, vulnerable,
Coming back again.
and to move on if this love becomes painful, unfulfilling, or continually a compromise. Falling in love is a divine miracle, truly, but there are stereotypes about how it looks, books with strange names like the rules and the ideas that gets attached to a person who has no idea what your hopes and dreams are. So foolish as it may make you feel, do not be cruel. Be true to yourself. Fall in love with another, and fall in love with your own honesty and vulnerability. Kiss the bliss. Taste the nectar of love and share that ecstasy.
Like what?
But also experience the utter breakthrough and freedom of honesty. It may not come all at once, but little by little, let falling in love teach you the lessons that as you recognize the divine in another, so too must they recognize the divine within you. It must be mutual, and it must be a boon, not an instrument of torture or manipulation. Bless you, beautiful people, for having this ability. Now go forth and fall in love with one another.
Oh my God.
Each other, the planet, the animals, the beings, the elementals, the ocean, and yourselves. and nature will then be at peace and well and blossoming once again.
Oh.
Divination, feeling powerful feelings of attraction for one another, becoming overwhelmed with feelings of tenderness, almost to the point of feeling more for the other being than for food, drink, breathing, feeling powerful, attached to another, seeing the divine within them, and experience the divine within yourself is extremely addictive.
What were we talking about addiction earlier?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep. The beginning of a powerful relationship which truly has magic within it, the recognition of soul within another. Yet it is also wise to know thyself well and to be able to read your own patterns.
Yeah.
Seeking to communicate and to establish that close bond with another, feeling very akin to them and dissolving of boundaries of self into a kind of one. No, keep them boundaries up.
Keep some boundaries, yeah.
Keep them boundaries.
Because, you need those. Right? Don't dissolve into codependency.
Correct. Okay? Keep them boundaries.
Right?
Self-love.
Holy shit.
I mean, this could totally be like self-love, falling in love with the universe and bringing that vulnerability and love forth. That's always great.
Yeah.
Or a person.
Yeah.
Person, place, or thing.
Exactly. But don't let it consume you.
No. Don't get addicted to it.
Yeah, that's the point.
It's not healthy.
And I think that if somebody is doing spell work to try and make you addicted to something or someone, just be careful.
Don't do it.
Yeah, protect yourself.
That's when you use your discernment and ask yourself, is this how I'm truly feeling? Why did this just hit me like a ton of bricks, right? Because that doesn't sound super right, especially...
I'd question it. Question it. And it could be that somebody is trying to get, for the singles out there, I've been feeling this a little bit, like somebody's trying to get somebody in your path that is not your partner, that is not supposed to be your partner, somebody that is not your equal in partnership, somebody that's more of a hindrance. They want you to settle for less, is what they're trying to do.
Keep your ass busy.
Yep. Because they know your divine partner's coming in, and it's pissing them off. So, yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that might have something to do with that one person.
Yep, I feel too.
Yeah.
But
I shut that real quick down, like super fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, really? You can just fuck off.
I think so too.
In a nice way.
Yeah. Exactly.
In my own Amy way.
Right? You're like, and why? Yeah.
You lost any credibility in my life a long time ago.
Exactly. Because this person is more like a energy harvester.
I did feel like I was depleted of my energy. Remember, my arms would go numb all the time?
Yeah.
Consistently.
Yeah.
Every time I was with him.
Yeah.
Every time.
Right?
And I feel like, total energy vampire.
Absolutely.
And he's like addicted, right? I got good energy.
Right? He got a taste and he wants more. Got taste.
No.
Time out. Awareness, contemplation, solitude, time alone. You are being asked to contemplate time and time again. So, in the world of Myrrh, every soul has time to observe, to think, to be, to ponder the way to live consciously and thoughtfully, yet without lies and manipulation. Yes, there is joy and delight and grace and play. However, we are intensely social creatures, and at times we must be alone, or we risk losing ourselves or our seeing of ourselves only in relationship to others. You two are now at this stage. What others think, how they see you, the workplace, a community, your family, all have influenced you in many ways. But now it is time to see who you are. Please take some time to get to know who you are when there is nothing between you and your own soul, mind, body, and spirit.
By reflecting.
Yes. There is much to think about this new world. How is it that one can live with physicality? What is the sensuous world? How can it be lived with and learned from? How can we stop thinking and separating all? How do we integrate? How do we reward those who have assisted us? What is appropriate for the bounty of earth, the earth has offered us? Have some time alone and wonder. So you are being asked to contemplate, especially I feel like if somebody's coming in for whatever it is that the individual, the organization, or whatever is offering you. contemplate on what this offer is and why it's coming in now.
Yeah.
So definitely look
Yeah.
at that. Because it might not
There
be...
are different motives and agendas for people.
Exactly. It might not be...
They would like to keep you vulnerable so they can feed off of you and take what they want.
Yes.
So always keep that in the back of your mind too. And maybe it's totally a genuine, wonderful love that is coming into your world.
Yeah.
I mean,
be open to that.
That would be wonderful. Be open to that. But also don't let your guard down too quickly.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Protection. You gotta protect yourself. Who else is gonna?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Get you a gun and shoot him.
Right.
Just kidding. Okay, that went very aggressive. I'm sorry.
That's where the volatility comes in, okay?
Sometimes my filter pops out and I just say shit. So, apologies for that. But if you want to get a gun and shoot somebody, probably don't. You might go to jail.
Make sure you have a good place to hide the body. And a good disposal method.
Yeah.
Just
yeah. And then
contemplate all that.
Endangered species, endangered plants on top. Yeah, they can't dig it up.
Exactly. Exactly.
Uh-huh.
All right. Please clarify beauty. Ooh, somebody sees you as a high priestess. Hello.
Oh.
9 of Pentacles. Oh, okay.
What does that mean?
So 9 of Pentacles is like somebody who's very independent, very capable.
Gotcha.
And look how she kind of looks too. And somebody who's like definitely able to level up, kind of do her own thing. You're definitely at, I think somebody sees you at a higher level, or the collective at a higher level. But what I kind of want the collective to see is we've got the High Priestess. She's beautiful, but she kind of has like this little Ursula thing going on.
Totally. Yeah. Totally, I thought of Ursula.
So there is somebody...
Just a prettier one.
right?
Yeah.
Prettier Ursula.
Yeah. Prettier, skinnier one.
Hey. Curvy, curvy high priestesses, Ursulas are cool too. So we accept all. We accept all. They are beautiful. Thank you. So this kind of gives me, we were talking about people doing dark stuff. So there may be somebody sending darkness towards the collective, but I think the collective too, you're very intuitive, you are high priestesses in your own right, you are powerful, and you are capable of protecting yourself. This right here is the 9 of Pentacles. This one's kind of interesting. I don't know if you kind of fully saw like how she's coming up out of this well. So
in a creepy way,
in a very siren, very creepy,
very
like
siren.
Trying to
entice.
So somebody sees your beauty as very enticing and almost siren, maybe even a little bit dangerous, or somebody is trying to get you addicted to, again, something or someone or that's dangerous for you. Because they see that you're just leveling up. You are living the life. So, yeah, and this has somebody up in their head. They are pissed. That's kind of what I'm feeling.
Huh.
This person might be hemmed in themselves because of the shit that they're doing. They might wind up either in spiritual or physical jail. That's kind of what I'm getting. Because, yeah, I kind of feel like they're doing some fuck shit. So it's not good. And I think you have like I said, a spiritual protector. Yeah. And it could be with the Lilith card, the other thing too that I'm thinking of, because elementals did come out, it could be an elemental protective spirit that is coming in on your behalf.
Possibly. Everyone keeps saying that I have fae around me, so a little fairy tale.
Right? Well, one of the card that was underneath had fairies.
Oh, really?
On that, yeah. So I was like, Arr.
So maybe we have the fae watching out for our collective, right?
And the fae can be mischievous, but they are elementals too. So
they're so cute though.
be respectful, because
Absolutely.
They can, if they want to, they can mess with you.
Yeah. They can fuck shit up if they need to.
Right?
Yeah.
Please clarify.
I appreciate that.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so We came out with the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the King of Swords. Oh, and the Nine of Swords. Oh, okay. And the Six of Swords. Two of Swords. What's with the swords?
I don't know. There's definitely a theme there.
So, okay. The Knight of Pentacles on this. Now it says reflections. What does this person look like they're doing?
Meditating, writing.
Reflecting.
Yeah, reflecting. Mm-hmm.
They reflect. This Knight of Pentacles is reflecting on something. With the King of Swords energy, this is somebody who's an expert at something. They're very logical. So they're trying to approach something logically, but they are fucking worried. Because something's coming to an end. That's for sure, because we've got 10 of Swords here. We've got 10 swords. So, at the bottom of this, do you see that creature that's coming up?
I sure do.
If this is talking about the person who's sending negative energy towards the collective, they're worried because whatever they're working with might be turning around and going after them. Either because they're not showing gratitude, or they are going after somebody that is, innocent, or, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever reason, I feel like it's like they're not. If it's following that,
I'm totally picking up on my friend and that energy.
Yeah.
She is very bright light. She's very wholesome and just a wonderful, special human. Very bright light. And someone at work, she's like, every time I go around that person, it's so dark. I pick up such dark energy, like just so bitter and nasty. And as soon as she was telling me that, I saw this person in my mind's eye lighting candles and
but for negative purposes. Very
right,
negative.
like all very negative, all very dark, like almost incanting like dark spirits to evoke onto other people, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like this is that person, and that shit's gonna backfire.
I think it already is.
I think so too.
Because I don't think she's giving whatever she's working with, she's not paying it its due, and it's turning on her.
Mm-hmm. I don't think she knows what she's doing for the most part.
No, I don't think she...
Like, anyone that's going to deal with dark entities and wish negative on other people, and no, that's going to backfire in your face.
Whenever you're dealing with an entity, any kind of entity, whatever it is,
yes,
light, dark,
good or bad,
because you've got
light and dark,
they are balanced,
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you're dealing with, it's like you got to pay it respect. I don't think this person is showing it respect, and now they're fucking worried.
Mm-hmm.
Please clarify adrift. Oh, okay. 10 of Wands. We've got Temperance. And we've got Knight of Cups. Oh, and we've got the Moon.
Zimone. Isn't that funny? Oh, yeah.
Look at the
singing
Siren song.
Mm-hmm. And last night was the Strawberry Moon. June 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, maybe there's something that occurred, or they tried doing something, maybe on the Strawberry Moon. I think it's leaving...
I think so.
I think it's leaving them adrift. Like, it's... Whatever this entity is, I feel like they weren't being logical enough, or whatever it is, like, this thing is cutting them off, is what I feel. It's creating burdens because this person wasn't being balanced. It wasn't giving to it. That's what I get with this.
Well, it's backfiring in their face.
Yeah. It wasn't giving the entity the respect or like what it's asked for. Kind of like in that story of Lost Sirene.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't follow the instructions that it's like they didn't follow the deal.
That was the deal.
And it's backfiring on them.
And they will test you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like...
Or it backfires in your own face. Yeah. And,
yeah.
And the person, like, putting all of the bad shit out there. You reap what you sow.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting too. We've got the Knight of Cups here. It's like they are totally obsessed with this cup. This.
And like, not like mourning, but just obsessed and
almost like they can drown in it.
Yeah.
In a way.
Like it almost seems negative, but it's not negative.
It isn't. It's something is if they were looking to have like either, how do I put it? If they were looking to have you either addicted to something and like drawing in, negative addictions or patterns or whatever, I think that person is turning hit with that. Yeah. I think they're winding up being addicted to something or someone.
Well, they invoked it.
Bad.
They don't think like it's going to turn on them?
Yeah.
They're playing with fire and they don't understand it.
Yeah. They're not, they don't get it at all.
I don't get it, but I know well enough to leave shit alone.
Right? It's like, and anytime that you are dealing with a deity, light or dark, show it respect. Like, if you've got to deal with it, follow that fucking deal. And I'm like, ooh.
Put yourself in a bad place.
Yeah, don't put yourself in a bad place with that. Yeah. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Not good. All right, should we get going?
Sure. Do you want to clarify something else?
Yes, let's clarify falling in love. I really want to know.
Okay. Please clarify falling in love. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Shit.
So, somebody's investing very hard in some sort of new beginning. They're investing in you. They're being very deceptive. There's something about, because we've got 7 of Swords, 2 of Cups, Knight of Wands.
I knew it was a love.
There's something very deceptive about a love that they are trying to bring in. Knight of Wands can be somebody who fucks around a lot. So that is something to, I think they
And trying what is the saying? Fuck around and find out. Yeah.
So I think they're trying to send somebody in that's not quality.
And weren't you picking up on that? Somebody sending in somebody that they hope that you just say
yes to just because.
Yeah.
Just
you're
because.
lonesome.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, it's not worth it.
It's not your person.
Yeah. And they might be trying to send somebody in to try and tempt somebody. Like, if you're in a relationship.
I'm picking up on that too.
They're trying to send somebody in to try and tempt you out of it. They want you to settle for less. They want your energy to be drained, your physical health to be put at risk.
They want you on a lower vibration.
Exactly.
That's all I keep picking up.
Yep.
They want to drop you down back to lower vibration standards.
Exactly.
Get back in with karmics. Deal with all of that crazy nonsense. Don't do it.
No. What else should we do?
Definitely the animal cards.
Okay, where's more?
Where do we put those?
Oh, animal cards. Do you want to do this and something else or just this?
Yeah, that and one other thing.
One other one? Ooh.
Pie chips. Oh yeah, I was looking at that. What is that?
So these
what are those?
So these aren't even oracle cards or anything like that, but these are like
look what came out for me.
Oh my gosh. Guys! Bat. Okay, you've got to read it.
Okay. I'm a bat lady. I have a black necklace. I got bat tattoos. I love bats, right? They've landed on me before just to be friends. That means transition. You must pay attention to the signs around you. The transition may seem frightening at first, but you must let go of old habits and patterns that no longer serve your higher calling. They would only hinder your growth. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, universe.
So that is, yeah.
I heard. I heard.
Yep. Okay. Some sort of change might be coming about, and it's, it might seem scary at first, but I think it's for the higher benefit.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I can feel that change coming, and I just...
Yeah. The waters might be a little choppy. You got to go with the flow. Maybe that's part of what a drift is about. So
hopefully there's no ladies face down
right
in the water.
Yeah, don't need that. Oh
yeah, save her soul. I feel so bad about her.
Right.
Peacock.
Peacock. Self-love. You'll find great power in focusing on the positive aspects of yourself, that which makes you indefinably unique and beautiful. There are deep wells of untapped inner power in letting go of negative self-talk.
I love that one.
Nice. All right, one more on this.
One more. Uno más. Uno más. Okay.
Elephant. Forgiveness. If you are feeling angry
about a past issue, the elephant is asking you to discover the more vulnerable feelings behind that anger. You're being asked to forgive and be gentle with others. There is so much here about vulnerability in this reading, so that's something we all should reflect on. I really think so.
Yeah. Turkey. Good news. Somebody brought up turkeys today. I'm like, yeah. Turkey. You may soon receive an important but very unexpected gift. Accept this with deep respect. Someone has sacrificed a lot to help you open doors and grow. A lot of things will change for the better.
I like hearing that.
Now, these are not even oracle cards. They're just difficult situation cards. And so before we go, let's kind of give us an idea of what this person is trying to send our way.
What kind of difficult situations is the collective going to encounter?
Yeah. Or what, yeah. Exactly.
Give us a heads up.
By mistake, you eat something you are allergic to and feel very sick. What were we talking about? Like addictions, food, something like that.
Yeah.
So there's somebody trying to mess with.
This weekend, somebody ate something and it set them off, and they went into full body hives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that.
So somebody is trying to get you to embrace like addictive behaviors. I think of the broader scheme of things. This doesn't have to mean specifically that you eat something and you have an allergic reaction. For some of you it will be, but for others it's more about like keep consuming food, or like
bad habits like drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, stuff like that, right?
Exactly. You're consuming, like taking something to an extreme to where it's affecting your health that's what they're looking to do. Let's see what else. Are you kidding me?
What?
It's another thing about food. You want to eat something from the refrigerator, but you don't know if it's still fresh. They're trying to get you to consume things,
to overeat,
to either consume things that are toxic, like put things in, just
how odd.
Okay.
We hear ya.
Book. A stranger asks if she can take your picture. Don't let somebody take your fucking picture right now.
Why? I've heard that they can do things with your pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if somebody comes up and asks you for a picture, if somebody that you have that has bad energy, that has bad energy and is saying, "Oh, I want to take a picture with you," don't fucking let them do it. Or like, if they snap a picture of you or whatever, keep your fucking protections up.
That's funny because he, in his first text message to me, was like, "Oh, I won't. I'd like to ask for a photo, but I won't." And I went, "Yeah, that's not fucking happening."
Fucking yeah, don't send it. Yeah, don't send it. Oh my
picked up
God,
on that
shit. Oh, like
she good.
Because people can do things with your picture.
Yeah.
And if you're out and about and somebody, randomly takes a photo of you, just up your protection. Sage yourself. Make sure you're using your salts, maybe bathing in salts, or put their fucking ass in a freezer. Okay, and what I mean by that is maybe you do a freezer spell where you tell that
SOB.
Yeah, to leave you the fuck alone. Or if they cross boundaries with you or try and send something to you, make it to where it benefits you. And not only are you protected, but it benefits you in some way. And you can create salts or like sort of a mixture, if you will,
and salts,
to put in the water with that, because you would put that petition in there, roll it away from you, put it in a baggie, put it in water, and put that mixture over the fucking top of it. Do things like black pepper, cayenne pepper, cloves, black salt, that kind of stuff to protect yourself, okay? And to keep that person away from you and add some extra fucking sting, okay? So, a friend borrows your cell phone and sends mean texts to people on your contact list. So that's at the bottom of the deck. This person, I think, is going to try and make it seem like something negative is coming from you, or give you a negative image in some way, or
haters always do that,
right? So they're going to try and convince other people that you're doing mean shit. So don't let them near your phone. Don't let them, don't send them photos. Try not to interact with these individuals. Just steer clear of them, because they're going to try and do something and put it in your name. There's also, like, again, I know I've picked up on this before, but some kind of fraud. Maybe somebody trying to put something in your name in some way. So just be aware. Okay?
Yep.
Okay. And they may try and touch you too. So try not to let them touch you.
It's creepy when people I don't know try to touch me.
Yeah.
So
now,
creepy.
This might be somebody that you don't know, but it could be somebody that you know.
True.
It's just, so don't let them touch you. I'm just saying. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have anything
You're
else?
on it today.
You're
on it.
Like,
Yeah, no, I just, I'm sending love and light to everybody. It sounds like we're all going through different challenges and situations in life, whether that be with familial relationships, lover relationships, children situations, job situations. I feel like there's a struggle in different aspects in people's world.
yeah.
Just reflect. Try to stay vulnerable to the ones
That are good.
that you love. Be able to talk openly with people and express your feelings. That's something that I've been truly trying to work on.
Yeah. Support those that need the support right now, because there's people going through.
Because I feel like we're all going through a transition time right now in a period.
Yeah.
So just hang in there. A lot of self-love, a lot of self-care. Your beauty. Our collective is beautiful people inside and out. So yeah, just keep on elevating and growing and hanging on to your don't give your energy away for free. Don't give your energy away to individuals.
Keep your boundaries.
Use that discernment. Yeah, keep your boundaries.
Healthy relationships.
Sounds like someone's coming in with love. Question it.
Yeah. I mean, question it. You may have a good one coming in, but if there's
absolutely.
one,
I feel like most of these cards point to like this is a good solid love, right?
Like there's a good one coming in, but somebody's trying to switch it out with the false one.
Yep.
So be careful. Use your discernment. Like, why am I suddenly feeling such intense feelings for something? Like, I feel like that's going to happen, and it'll be by somebody else's is kind of
twisting that
knife. They're
and I feel like there's other people besides this one person that we've picked up on.
Yes. There's more
throwing out the negative energy and issuing in trouble for other people because they're a miserable hag, right? Yeah. And they're just want to invoke fuck shit on other people. Well, that comes back to you.
Right? Watch what you're taking into your body.
Especially when you're fucking with the protected ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch what you're taking into your body. If you're feeling urges to like continually drink or take drugs or like whatever it is. Whatever
you're.
And if somebody suspicious comes towards you, somebody that you're familiar with, but you know that they're like a freaking hag or whatever, if they're offering you food, if they want to take pictures of you, if they want to touch you, if they want to be near you, if they're trying to act all chummy, walk the fuck away.
Bye.
Yeah. Walk the fuck away.
Yeah. We're smart. We use our discernment.
Yeah.
I know we as a collective. Feel this, know this. We have that knowing feeling, right?
Yep.
Don't doubt that.
Yeah. If your gut is telling you something's off,
something's off.
Get the fuck out of there.
Yep. Yep. Well, we love you, collective. Thank you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below.
Yes.
Like us and we don't subscribe yet, but like our channel. We'd love more views. Pass us along to friends. Thank you for tuning in.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.